Hi everyone, Kelt here, bringing you the latest on the royals, and today I'm talking about Meghan basically riding on the Queen's coattails, in my opinion, just to get attention, and also previously she was stressing that she's not a bimbo. Unbelievably, she raves on about how the Queen was the most shining example of female leadership. She feels that she has the right to make this opinion publicly, as if she's on an even footage with the monarchy after all the detrimental and damaging things she said about them. She talks about how it was a complicated time after the Queen's death. Yes, the only complicated thing after the Queen's death was her getting drunk, allegedly, and arguing with Harry about going up to see the Queen on her deathbed, making him 2 hours late, trying to make the walk about her, and recording the whole thing, allegedly, with Netflix always in the back of her mind. A short video interview of her is supposed to be about Meghan reinventing herself and what's important to her. And she mentions her kids as well, but she also says how everything is temporary. When she was asked about Archie, I noticed she turned the question around to talk about herself. She always seems to want to talk about how quirky and spontaneous she is. She talks a lot about things in a way that makes you realise that these are the things she wants to be, but she's actually not. She looks totally elated in this video. Her eyes are lit up, and it's obvious that her most favourite thing to talk about is actually herself. She absolutely loves it. If she talks about her children, it's not for long. She always brings it back to herself. It was quite cringeworthy, and the fashion shoot of her was so embarrassing. She was lying on her stomach on a deflated hot air balloon, flapping her feet. Whatever for? Why is she feeling the need to tell everybody about her life? She tried to destroy the royal family and burst through it like a tornado, wreaking havoc all around her. And without even pausing for breath, she's now trying to show us a sweet, quirky side to herself. And somehow she thinks we need to know all about her, yet again. We heard it all before, which is why some of us were hopeful when watching the wedding that she would be a positive asset to the family. Does she think we have very short memories? We heard it all before, which is why some of us were actually hopeful when watching the wedding. But does she think that we have very short memories? She acts as if she's so unique, but there are many, many people doing what she does. She doesn't need fans to love her because she has all the love in the world for herself. She says that she's not singing Beyoncé now, she's singing Storybots. A lot of this interview just did not make sense or seem relevant. It was all about her smiling and trying to appear to be really positive. I personally think that there is too much talk aimed at young people, telling them to love themselves and to know their strength. Well, some of it is true. People do need to be influenced by someone who's actually doing amazing stuff, and to look outwards, away from themselves, and to look at helping others without publicity or reward. But all this self-love has been overdone, I believe, and I think the last person most of us want to see is Meghan demonstrating self-love again. She also made herself look not quite so intelligent by mixing up the meanings of the words archetypes and stereotypes. And then she bragged about how good she is at playing Scrabble. She's looking as though she's on an absolute high in this video, and like someone who's madly in love, but with herself. At one point in the video, Meghan's eyelids fluttering quite rapidly show that she's really nervous. When she talks about getting the children to bed, her eyelids are fluttering like crazy. So this proves to me that something is not quite right regarding the children. Has she been finding it more difficult to hire a toddler or two nowadays? Also, at another point in the video, Meghan shrugs her shoulders quite emphatically. At the time, she was saying, "I find a lot of faith by looking at my children." But this massive shrug is a sign of lying. Again, she's not comfortable when she's talking about the children. Her body language is showing something very different going on. She also says that she loves cooking, but I seem to remember her saying that her ex-boyfriend, the famous chef Corey, did all the cooking. Her PR team have obviously told her to go for the positive talk and hope that people will forget all the negative rubbish she was spewing over the past few years, especially about the royal family. but it seems like only the most forgetful fans are thinking that this interview is good. Many in the comments section of this are asking if it's satire or comedy. That says it all. Her PR must have told her to put the record straight, as Meghan is also trying to prove that she's not a bimbo. But there's another older video that I did where some earlier adverts that she did sort of show that she wasn't really trying not to be a bimbo. Let me have your thoughts, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye. Thank you.